Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. Just wanted to talk to you today about buying a home.
Yes, buying a home. It's an overwhelming process for sure when it's the first time you've ever done it, and we just want to give you some helpful tips.
A lot of times, especially like now, it seems like with the phone's ringing off the hook and it's Zillow and people are like, let's go see this house, And although that's the super exciting part, that's definitely not the first step.
Right. So the very first thing that you need to do before you start to consider to buy a house is to contact a lender. It's confusing. There's a lot of different types of lending, and you want to get yourself in the best possible place before you ever start looking at houses, because it's a huge bummer if you go look at a house and then you find out you can't afford it, or it's just more than you want to get into.
And it's tough just finding a lender to use. And we have a handful of preferred lenders that we like to use. And let me tell you why. Sometimes you can go online and you get pre-approved and it's super easy. The challenge is down the road when you really go to close the loan, it's not super easy at all. We've got preferred lenders that are easy to work with up front. They answer the phone
the whole process
7 days a week.
Yeah.
You can,
they'll hold your hand.
Yeah, I mean, you can speak to them at any time. And so the purpose really of the video is I just wanted to, let people know that we realize that it's a confusing and challenging process to buy a house, even whether it's a first time or whether you've bought a couple of houses before.
If you haven't bought a house for 20 years, things have changed.
Times have definitely changed. But we need to, number one, we're going to contact a lender and lock in on your best rates, lock in on the best programs. Everybody well, maybe you don't know, but rates are at historic lows and they don't seem to be going anywhere. Folks that are looking to sell, people have asked, is it a good time? It's definitely a good time. And we don't see that changing either. It does lend itself to some challenges. I want to sell my house, but I want to get something bigger. It's tough because you're going to sell your house very fast, especially if you list with, a motivated team like Phaedra and I. We're going to sell it very quick. The challenge is, are we going to be able to get you into something, your next house as fast? And so we really need a strategy and a plan of attack.
Okay, but I feel like we're getting off topic and this isn't all we're going to talk about. We were going to just talk about where to start when you're a buyer.
So we're starting with lending.
He's on a tangent. Welcome to my world. So you want to find a lender, and I hear a lot of people too say like, oh, my credit score's really low, and you're going to pay more if your credit score is low. So I'm not telling you, I don't think anybody should buy a house till they're ready. But don't be afraid to contact a lender. Like I said, let us send you one that we know will work with you that will say, okay, yeah, this isn't a great time, but if you do X, Y, Z, in the next 6 months to a year, you'll be in a good shape, okay?
Yeah. And I would just say you throw it all out on the table with the lender.
Yes, don't be shy.
Don't hide anything.
No.
And that way you'll have a plan of attack, an educated plan of attack. And even if you're looking at buying 6 months down the road, it's still time right now.
Well, and you want to start really saving money. I'm just telling you from experience. I've never really bought a house in a regular manner. So, we've done things a little bit different ways. So I've learned a lot through this process. So the more money you can throw in the bank, the better. Also, I was going to say, don't go out and spend a bunch of money on things like if you're really seriously thinking about buying a house the next year, not the time to go take out a car loan, not the time to take out a bunch of credit cards. So, that's really what I want to say. You want this to be short. That's the very first step is we have to get your lending figured out. Because once your lending's figured out, then we know, how much you're going to spend. And even if, let's say your credit score's great and everything, and they say, hey, but you're going to need X amount of dollars if you're going to spend this much money, you may not be ready for that. So let's get it figured out so that you'll know and be ready in 6 to 12 months or now, whenever you're ready to do it. Yeah, that's all we wanted to say.
We just wanted you to be educated.
We just want to help teach you guys.
So have a great day. Enjoy your family. And
don't freeze to death.
Yeah.
It's still cold.
Bye-bye.
Bye.